There's something that's concerning me that I want to get off my chest about Doom the Dark Ages since the Xbox Developer Direct stream on the 23rd of January of this year, and maybe some of you out there feel the same way. Now, before we get into what's concerning me, I just wanted to talk about Doom Eternal and how its gameplay loop was such perfection. It leaned into two primary elements, which was movement and resource management, and these pretty much needed to be perfected, especially on the harder difficulties to have any chance of survival. Combat in Doom Eternal had you using your weapons and abilities like tools to handle specific enemies and situations, and on the harder difficulties when enemy damage was higher, it really made you think on how you were going to manage your health, armor and ammo by performing specific actions that you could benefit from. For example, performing glory kills to replenish your health and armor, and using chainsaw kills to replenish ammo. The gameplay loop has you flowing between different weapons and abilities while moving precisely to play as efficiently as possible. I loved this because it makes you think of every engagement you get into, and it almost becomes some sort of a dance once you master all of the mechanics. What's concerning me in Doom the Dark Ages is that it's moving away from this level of speed and intensity and seemingly opting for a more hands-on approach. At its core, I don't think that this is a big problem, but you could also say if it's not broken, don't fix it. As the movement in this new game is getting a bit of a nerf, you could say, the Doomslayer now has access to a vast amount of new tools and weapons, many of which may lead to similar levels of skill expression that I mentioned at the start of this video, but this time in a more of a hand-on-hand combat sort of way, more than what we had seen in the previous games. The new weapons do look very unique, and the Source Shield seems to be a very fun new feature for us to take advantage of. But it looks like we are going to take a step back away from the Doom Eternal's movement and well-timed glory kills to top up your health, and dull them down into a basic defensive measure, allowing you to block attacks directly, which seems to require much less from you as the player. I could be wrong, as they may have some sort of new system in place to take over where the glory kill system is taking a step back, but I guess we'll have to wait and see when it comes out. The Source Shield also has a parry system, but this seems to be restricted to certain enemies and attacks. Glory kills remain, but no longer have unique animations depending on the demon you're up against, which is a bit disappointing, and I feel like this is a bit of a downgrade from what we have been used to in Doom Eternal, as glory kills are what I think made the game feel so raw. It is now just a simple melee that will be the same for each demon you face. In Doom the Dark Ages, you'll finally be able to pilot that huge mech and a cyber dragon throughout certain sections of the game, which really does sound insane. But I'm just concerned that these sections will lack any form of gameplay depth, functioning as cool set pieces rather than uniquely crafted alternate gameplay sections. It could be possible that these sections may have taken away from potential improvements to the core gameplay itself. Now, in saying all of this, I really don't think that this is going to be a bad game at all. All my concerns are coming from a good place because I really love this franchise, just like a lot of you guys out there as well. I guess change can be a little daunting, but who's to say it might not be for the better. I have a lot of faith and trust in ID Software from all their previous endeavours, and I'm sure they'll deliver us yet another well-polished Doom game. One thing I do love about Doom the Dark Ages is that yet again it's coming back with new creativity and innovation, and it's the game that we all know and love but with a fresh look. The game does really look great, and I'm excited to get my hands on it. Like I said, I do have my concerns, but I'm still going to welcome this game with open arms and see how it feels. I'll be playing this game on stream as soon as it comes out, so if you don't want to miss that, make sure to subscribe with notifications on, which will also help me on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and it's really appreciated. Now, if there's any of you guys that are watching that have anything more to add, I'd love to hear it down in the comments, and you can be sure I'll continue the discussion down there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, if you didn't, a dislike, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.